I will discuss the pelvic floor dysfunction. But before I will discuss this, I will explain why I chose this because it helps me understand how the muscles in the pelvic area affect everyday things like posture, bowel and bladder control, and even comfort during daily activities. And it is relevant to anatomy and physiology because it involves the organ systems working together like the nervous, musculoskeletal, digestive, and reproductive systems. To begin, I'll discuss the picture. It shows the pelvic floor in between females and males. The top images are the side views of showing how the pelvic floor muscles sit at the bottom of the pelvis and support organs like the bladder, rectum, and either the uterus or prostate. When these muscles don't work properly, it can affect urination, bowel movements, and stability. And the bottom images shows that the pelvic floor from below. You can see how the muscles form a hammock that holds the organs in place. This helps explain why weakness or tightness in these muscles can cause discomfort or problems in the lower body. And this is called the pelvic floor dysfunction. Next is the pathophysiology. The PFD occurs when pelvic floor muscles become weak, overactive, or tight, or uncoordinated. The systemic mechanisms involve weak muscles or muscle stretching. It will cause leakage or organ prolapse. Next is hypertonicity or tightness. It will cause the pain, inability to fully empty bladder or bowel, and poor coordination. It will lead to difficulty in relaxing the muscles. And the cellular or system effects, it will cause the nerve dysfunction or muscle fiber damage. Connective tissue laxity affects organ support and increased intra-abdominal pressure will worsen the dysfunction. Next is the symptoms in the pelvic floor dysfunction. In the urinary symptoms, it will be the feeling the need to pee often or having trouble starting the flow. The bowel symptoms, constipation, difficulty in emptying, or accidental stool leakage. For the pain and sexual dysfunction, pelvic or low back pain, painful intercourse, or bulging sensation. The impact on body systems. In musculoskeletal system, it affects core stability and load transfer. This may cause low back or hip pain. In the nervous system, it involves the nerve control over pelvic organs, meaning stress can increase muscle tension. For the digestive system, it means difficulty relaxing muscles, affects bowel movement like constipation, or leads to constipation. For the treatment and management, firstly is the pelvic floor physical therapy, being the most common and central intervention. It strengthens weak muscles and trains tight muscles to relax. Plus, if you add it with movement plus posture training. Its relevance to physical therapy is it highlights how this knowledge improves the patient assessment, supports better rehab outcomes, and opens opportunities in specialized areas like women's health, men's pelvic rehab, and postpartum care.